and then a couple from Elizabeth. First, do you worry that Florida will go downhill now that so many liberals are fleeing there? Do you think they fully understand why they had to run in the first place? And when Florida, Texas, Arizona, and Tennessee become overpopulated, what state will be the next promised land?
So I do worry. And one of the reasons that I went back and forth a lot between, thank you for that question, I go back and forth a lot. I still go back and forth a lot. We're here now. I'm in Florida for the next couple of years. That's a commitment. But in my mind, I was always like, well, DeSantis is there now. DeSantis is kind of running the show. Without a DeSantis, what does Florida look like? I don't know. I always felt like in Texas is rooted in these freedoms, this two-way stuff. It's like, think about a tree's roots. If you try to like rip something out of the ground and those roots are really in there, you're going to have a really hard time. You're going to be tugging and tugging. And I did that as a kid, sadly. I would tug and tug, but those roots were like, you're not getting me out. That's how I think of Texas with a lot of these issues, because it's a long time of like freedoms and personal responsibility. And they do like a lot of stuff related to homeschooling there. It's kind of the homeschool capital of the country in many ways. And Florida is kind of finding that. It's finding itself in that area still. And I think DeSantis was a big part of that. So I do worry, but I'll tell you this. And I told this to PBD when I came out here. I said, I don't know if it's going to be Florida for me long term. I need to see where it lands. But I will tell you, I am going because I have a child. He comes first. We will be in a place where those roots feel stable to me, no matter where that is. And if that means one day I pick up the show, which I'm going to have, this show's going to grow. I'm going to grow with you guys. You're going to grow with me. I'm going to grow on you. Even if you hate me, you're going to be like, Jed's like a growth I can't get rid of. I just can't. And I like having her there. That's how you're going to feel. But we will be somewhere where those values are built in, because that's really important to me. And I don't know where they go after Texas. Texas is getting real populated. Austin area is becoming, it is what it is.
People there now.
Colorado as well, though. Mm-hmm. Nashville, Tennessee is blowing up. That's why Jeremy's like, let's go to Wyoming. I said, Jeremy, when we were picking places to live, I was like, well, I don't know if it's going to be Dallas or Nashville or South Florida. And he was like, can I throw Montana on the map? He really was like, he wanted, let's get away from out of these cities, away from people. Like, let's just go where, Jeremy was like the scene in, what's that movie, The Patriot, where he rides with the flag out. He's on the horse and he's got the flag. That was my husband. He was like, let freedom ring. That's where I'm going. So he wanted security in that. And I don't know. I don't know where it's going to trickle out. But I do think there's enough people now in the country that are like, okay, I'm done giving. There's a guy, Jesse Kelly, shout out to Jesse, who when I first started listening to him, no joke, seeing him on Twitter, that is, I was like, he's too much. He was like, the communists, these communists, everything was the communists. I was like, this guy's too much. And I was like more of a, let's all just sit and talk this out. This is really good. I'm going to go on The View, change hearts and minds. And then I realized, okay, my strategy gets me cut off midway. They cut your mic. They label you misinformation. They try to disgrace you, and they try to wreck your entire book. And his way actually calls people what they are. So I'm much more inclined to embrace it now. And it's funny, I think there's a lot of people like that were like, I played nice for a really long time, but I realized when I play nice, you step on me like an ant, and I'm not going to have that. So now I'm going to be a red ant, and I'm going to bite. That's how I feel. If you like the short clip, you can catch another one here, or you can catch the full episode right here.